What really happened to the stars of Storage Wars after the cameras stopped rolling? Once they were bidding on dusty lockers and digging through forgotten relics in front of millions. But now, some have vanished from the spotlight, others are tangled in controversy, and a few are living lives no one expected. This is where the stars of Storage Wars are today, and the shocking truths they never showed on camera. Let's start with Dave Hester, the man whose signature, "Yup!" echoed through every episode. He was the show's heel, the guy you loved to hate. But behind the scenes, Dave's story was more dramatic than anything found in a storage unit. After several seasons of confrontations and courtroom-level drama on screen, Dave sued the producers of Storage Wars, accusing them of planting valuable items in lockers to juice up the entertainment. That lawsuit rocked the show's reputation and led to Dave being fired, though he returned in later seasons under much quieter circumstances. Since then, Dave has kept a low profile, reportedly still working in the auction business. But whispers online suggest he's been battling financial struggles and dealing with personal health issues, though nothing's been confirmed. Still, his absence from the public eye speaks volumes. In addition to the legal battles and his eventual quiet return, Hester's life off-screen was no less complicated. He attempted to rebuild his auction brand and launched his own auctioneering services, but fan interest had dwindled without the reality TV spotlight. Rumors about disagreements with producers persisted for years, and while he occasionally appeared at memorabilia events, his days of being a household name were over. Some fans speculate he was never truly comfortable with the fame, and once it faded, he preferred it that way. Even on social media, where many of his castmates remained active, Hester stayed relatively quiet, popping up only occasionally. It's a strange arc for someone who once dominated every episode he appeared in. But Dave wasn't the only one with secrets buried deeper than any storage locker. Let's talk about Brandy Passante and Jared Schultz, the couple that once brought both sass and synergy to the screen. For years, fans saw them as a power duo, working together, raising kids, and clashing with other bidders. But the truth unraveled slowly. Turns out, the two had quietly split before it ever became public. Things only got more tense when allegations surfaced that Jared had gotten into a physical altercation with Brandy at a bar post-breakup. While he denied any wrongdoing, the situation cast a long shadow over his image. Meanwhile, Brandy reinvented herself. As a single mom, she focused on raising her kids, growing a personal brand on social media, and occasionally returning to the Storage Wars universe with her trademark wit. Their split didn't just break hearts, it changed the entire vibe of the show. Their once fun-loving banter turned into awkward tension on screen, with each appearing in separate scenes or not at all. Brandy's new image also surprised fans. She became more open, more candid about the challenges of post-reality TV life. She even appeared on podcasts and YouTube channels discussing everything from fame to motherhood, creating a deeper connection with her audience than the edited show ever allowed. Jared, on the other hand, kept a lower profile, resurfacing only occasionally in business ventures. The divide between them only seemed to grow wider, and fans who once rooted for their relationship were left grappling with the real-life complications of celebrity and personal strife. Their breakup was messy, but one cast member's downfall was even darker. Daryl Sheets, nicknamed the Gambler, was known for taking big risks and landing even bigger scores. His most famous find? A storage unit filled with Frank Gutierrez's original art, estimated to be worth over $300,000. But behind the scenes, Daryl was dealing with serious health challenges. After years on the show, he suffered a massive heart attack that forced him to retire from the high-stress world of auctions. Daryl shared his near-death experience online, opening up about the physical and emotional toll the show took on him. These days, he's focusing on his health, spending time with family, and reflecting on a life that's been anything but ordinary. Daryl stepped away on his own terms, but one cast member never got the chance. In his post-Storage Wars life, Daryl has often spoken about the toll years of travel, stress, and physical strain took on him. He became more active on social media after his retirement, sharing health updates, family milestones, and motivational content that revealed a softer side to the gruff personality viewers once saw on screen. Fans praised him for being so open, and many said it helped them deal with their own struggles. He also began mentoring younger people in the auction community, showing that his passion never truly faded, he just needed a slower pace. His story became one of quiet resilience, of a man who had chased fortune and fame, and then realized that health and family mattered far more. Mark Balello, known as Rico Suave for his flashy clothes and energetic presence, brought a unique flair to Storage Wars, but his off-screen life was filled with shadows. Days after being arrested for a drug-related incident, Mark was found dead in his garage in what was ruled a suicide. The tragedy stunned fans and castmates alike, many of whom said they never saw it coming. The show never fully addressed his death, leaving a lingering question mark in the show's legacy. His death was a sobering reminder that fame doesn't shield anyone from personal demons. Mark's story also sparked conversations about the pressures of sudden fame and the mental health challenges reality stars often face after the cameras stop rolling. While Mark had portrayed confidence and flash on the show, friends later revealed he struggled with anxiety and pressure to maintain his image. His death led to tributes online, with fans expressing shock and heartbreak. Some questioned whether the show's producers should have done more to help cast members off screen. In the years that followed, Mark's story has remained a poignant chapter in the Storage Wars saga, a reminder that behind every big personality is a real person with real struggles. While some stars faded from view, others returned, but not without scars. Barry Weiss was everyone's favorite eccentric uncle. With his vintage cars, leather gloves, and devil-may-care attitude, Barry brought comic relief and class to the show. When he left to pursue spin-offs, fans were disappointed but curious. None of the new projects matched the magic of the original, and after a serious motorcycle accident, Barry disappeared from the public eye. That crash left him with multiple broken bones and a long recovery, but in true Barry fashion, he bounced back, older, wiser, but still full of charm. He made a brief return to Storage Wars in a cameo appearance that delighted fans and reminded everyone why they loved him in the first place. Barry's post-recovery interviews showed a more introspective side. He admitted that the accident had forced him to slow down and reevaluate his priorities. During his recovery, he immersed himself in car culture more deeply than ever, becoming a respected figure in classic car restoration circles. Barry also kept fans updated through occasional interviews and YouTube appearances where his humor and storytelling still shine. His return to Storage Wars, though short, was a symbolic passing of the torch and a touching reminder of what made the show great in the first place. He may never return full-time, but his legacy is cemented. Barry came back, but others vanished without a word. Ivy Calvin, known as the King of Palmdale, brought a no-nonsense style to the auction world. Ivy stayed on the show longer than most and built a strong fan base. But eventually, he too stepped back from the cameras, focusing instead on his family and running his thrift store. Meanwhile, other newcomers like Renee and Casey Nizota had a mixed run. While they stuck around longer than expected, their online ventures, like YouTube reselling and digital auctions, never quite took off the way fans hoped. Some newcomers simply disappeared, their 15 minutes of fame up before they could cash in. Ivy, however, maintained a respectable presence in his community. He expanded his store and became a local figure known for giving back. He often spoke at local events and supported young entrepreneurs interested in the resale market. Renee and Casey, on the other hand, tried to modernize their brand, launching a YouTube channel focused on storage tips and behind-the-scenes auction footage. Though they had a dedicated fan base, the audience for reality TV nostalgia was smaller than they hoped. Still, their effort to transition from television to the digital space showed how adaptable they were. While some stars stepped back, others tried to evolve, but fame is a tricky thing, and not everyone can hold on to it. And that leads us to one of the biggest questions fans still ask: was Storage Wars even real? When Dave Hester filed that explosive lawsuit, he didn't just accuse the show of being fake. He claimed producers planted valuable items to hype up the drama. That lawsuit led to a storm of speculation, with insiders leaking details about scenes being reshot and lockers being staged. Some cast members defended the show, saying all reality TV has some level of editing. Others admitted the truth was murkier. While most of the bidding and fines were real, certain scenes were tweaked or staged for dramatic effect. The show's authenticity came under fire, but fans kept watching, because real or not, it was good television. More former crew members have since come forward with behind-the-scenes accounts of how the show operated. They described reshoots, planted props, and storylines that were partially scripted. Yet for many viewers, the allure wasn't just the treasure hunts, it was the personalities. Fans didn't tune in expecting journalistic integrity, they wanted entertainment. And on that front, Storage Wars delivered. But the revelations about the show's production methods created a divide. Some fans felt duped, while others accepted it as the norm in reality TV. The controversy remains a significant part of the show's legacy, so where are the stars now? Many have faded into quiet retirement, enjoying the simple life far from storage units and spotlights. Others still dabble in auctions or run small businesses, content with their slice of reality TV history. The show may be over, but reruns still play, and fans still debate their favorite moments. Storage Wars didn't just sell junk, it sold personalities. And whether those stars rose, fell, or vanished entirely, they left a lasting mark. Some, like Brandy and Barry, have retained fan loyalty long after the show ended. Others, like Hester and Jared, became more controversial figures. But together, their stories paint a portrait of fame that is fleeting, unpredictable, and often far more complicated than it appears on screen. As new reality stars rise and fall, the legacy of Storage Wars stands as a blueprint and a cautionary tale of what happens when real lives get mixed with scripted drama. The treasures they found may have faded, but the stories behind them continue to resonate. Did fame change them? Or did reality TV just reveal who they really were? That's the question that lingers long after the final bid is placed. So, which Storage Wars star shocked you the most? Drop a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold stories from behind the scenes.